Hello, I am Russell. Welcome to my kitchen in my home, and I am your mixologist turned into salsa maker. And by the way, I actually like cooking a great deal, so not a big stretch for me to do something like this, but I am a mixologist as well. In fact, I made myself a nice margarita to go along with making our salsa because it seemed appropriate. And I'm the right kind of shirt too, flowery, sort of being down by the beach kind of salsa, you know what I mean. So let me go ahead and make this for you. Let me tell you what you need to have. You're going to have some various things right here. You're going to have some limes. You're going to have avocado if you like avocado in there. So I'm going to put avocado in mine, and you don't have to add it if you don't want to. You need a clove of garlic. You need jalapeno pepper. Okay, you can also do a chipotle pepper if you can find them. This is not a chipotle pepper. I couldn't find it. You can find them dried if you want to, but you can add that. This is a red pepper, hot pepper. And then you need onion of some sort. Now, this is a red onion. That's what I'm working with here today. I absolutely like red onions, so you might want to do that. You're going to need some tomato. Now, I happen to like tomatoes, and so I have a large tomato here, and also I have some of these grape tomatoes of different varieties because they have different flavors to them, and I like that, so I'm going to add that to mine. You need cilantro, which we certainly have, salt and pepper, and whatever you need to cut it. I'm going to be putting it into a bowl. We're going to make it directly in the bowl that we would eat it from. So we'll do that as we go along. But in the meantime, I'm just going to head and start this whole thing out. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your tomato and you're going to cut it up. Oh, by the way, if you want to, you can take your onion, and you can cut it and you can put it in water and take out a little of the heat from that onion. It's up to you. I actually did it over here. Threw the onion into some water. So if I cut that off, just took a little of that flavor, pulled the flavor a little bit back. You don't want it totally to overpower everything. So I'll probably be pulling it from here. So that's an option. But we're going to start right now with our tomato. So go ahead, take your tomato, and you're going to cut it up. We're going to make enough of this for maybe 2 people. This is not going to be a whole lot, but it should be very tasty. So let's go ahead, cut up our tomato in chunks, and we're going to cut that into pieces, tight and as small as you can, like I'm doing. So you have that, and you're going to take that, and you're going to throw it into your bowl, right? And do that with the rest of it as well. I'm going to still take some of these tomatoes as well, because I want to take some of these grape tomatoes right here, and I want to add some different flavor tomatoes to it. That is something I really thoroughly enjoy in my tomatoes. So I'm going to cut those puppies up, and we'll add some more flavor into this salsa. I hope you guys are doing this right now. It's up to you as well. So we're going to be using that jalapeno pepper. We're going to take out the seeds. I find I go back and add some seeds to give it a little bit of heat. That's me. So that really all depends on you and what you like to do, but that's what I like, okay? So we've got all of our tomatoes in there. That looks pretty good, right? Okay, so we got that. We're doing good with that. Now I'm going to take some of these onions that I deflamed and use them right now. Like I said, if you're going to do that, you need about 10 minutes or so to do it. Just to take, onions can really overpower, and you don't want to overpower this. So that's why I did it. What you need is about 1/4 of an onion in this recipe, just about 1/4 of an onion. And like I said, if you want to deflame it, then just take it and put in a bowl of water and let it sit in there for like 10 minutes. And you can do that. But you don't have to. You can take it and just cut them in and put them in right away. I did that. Just a good clove. Like this much. A garlic clove like that. You need that to add into this to give it flavor. So get that garlic clove, get all the skin off of that so you can make it really nice. And you want to mince this up pretty good. Now look, if you have pre-minced like I have over here, you have some of that, that's good to use. The stuff that comes in the olive oil, that works perfectly fine. You could use that as well. And there you go. You got that in there. Now, let's go over here. We're going to go ahead and use our pepper, okay? So we're going to cut off the end of this thing. We're going to cut it right in half. And like I said, if you feel like you want a little heat, in that, then don't take all of the seeds out. Right now we're going to take the seeds out. And what I'll do is I'm going to set them aside over here because I have the feeling I'm going to want to add some seeds back in later, you know. And then we're going to cut this puppy up. Same with this one. So we're using a whole one to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and take some cilantro. This is a really important part of making good salsa is your cilantro. And you really need to dice this up. Now this is where a food processor comes in real handy. If you have a food processor, then you're going to take all this and make it really nice and diced up and mushed together that food processors do. But cilantro really is the thing that makes salsa so tasty and flavorful. It's really, it pulls it all together. You got to have that good cilantro, good fresh cilantro like this. Okay, I'm throwing it in. Throwing it in. Okay. That's looking pretty good, right? Okay, last thing I'm going to do here. I want it to be a little bit hotter. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of these jalapeno seeds to it. Now I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm adding a few. I want to add that heat to it, just enough to really give it a little bit of a kick throughout. So I had some chips with me. I'm going to have a little chip and taste it. I hope you guys have a chip with you too to taste it. That's pretty good. But I just got one of those seeds. For me, a little more pepper, and I'm going to add more lime to it. I really think lime is the big deal. So I did a half a lime. I'm doing another half of lime for this, okay? So really kind of up to you. This is flavor. How it tastes to you is the whole point to this, okay? Another half a lime to add into this. This is a little messy. My hands are a little messy. I probably should wipe my hands, huh? All right, blended that in. That lime should be good. Now remember, like I said, 15 minutes. This should sit for about 15 minutes because then it's going to taste a lot better. And I'm going to also add a little more salt in because I like mine a little more salty. So, but like I said, this is up to you, and that's why I said, you know, be smart as you're making it. You know, make sure it's what you like, you know, and flavors, you just do it as you go. And let me see. Oh, another chip right here. I'm going to test it again. Let's see. Now I got it. That's very flavorful. Very yummy. And it goes with the margarita, which I'm having right now. Hope to see you near and in the future that I get to make this for you guys. It's very tasty. I have something to eat tonight. Have a good time.